everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, I have been working on my summer recommendation videos, and I love doing recommendation videos for each season to see, what's new that I like, what's still, that I'm still loving, still recommend to you all. And it just came to me, I was just thinking, is some fragrances that took social media, YouTube by storm, that no one talks about anymore, that are still really good for summer, or just some in my collection that I forget about and don't give much love to because I have too many perfumes. So I wanted to do a video on the forgotten perfumes that are still really good. They're great for summer, and they may not be forgotten in your collection, but these are ones that I just don't tend to think about very much, but they're so good, and I don't hear people really talk about them as much as we used to. So before we get started, I wanted to share my lip combination of the day. I'm wearing the MAC lip liner in Cork along with the Armani Prism Glass Gloss in number 3. Okay, you all, so let's get started. And the ones that I feel like were talked about a lot, I'll just, I'll mention it. But these are the ones that came to my mind, and they're still really good. And before, some of these are discontinued, and I'll mention that. And some people are going to be in the comments, I know, well, that's why nobody's saying nothing because they're discontinued. Well, some discontinued has levels to it. Because some fragrances you can still find that are discontinued. You can still purchase them on the gray markets like FragranceNet. So to be hardcore discontinued, that's one thing. But some you can still find. So before someone even says that, I wanted to address that yes, some of these are discontinued, and that may be why you don't hear about them anymore, but some are not. But just so the ones who would be like, well girl, that's why, well, I understand that, but discontinued, there are levels to being discontinued. There just are. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Pepe Jeans London. Y'all remember this bottle? It broke the internet. Everyone was talking about it. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's the bomb. And now you really don't hear people talking about this fragrance. This to me is, a lot of people said Pina Colada. This is a good summery, I guess Pina Colada, marshmallowy type scent. I remember I used up some set from Bath and Body Works, and I can't remember what it was because this was like 3 years ago. And I used this perfume, and it was in the fall winter, but this really is good for the summer. And I plan to give Pepe Jeans London some love this summer because it is a nice fragrance, but you do not hear people talking about it anymore. All you heard, all you saw was this perfume bottle all the time. And it's still really good. It's a really good kind of sweet, marshmallowy, fruity, warm type of scent that does smell really good in the summer. So this is one that I am going to give some love because I don't be thinking about Pepe Jeans either. So I was like, yeah, girl, pull her out and wear her. Another one, Cheap and Chic by Moschino's. I love. All you heard, I even did a video on it 3 years ago. This is a dupe. This is a dupe for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. You saw this olive oil looking bottle all the time, everywhere. And now you don't hear many people, I don't. Because before somebody says, well, I just heard somebody talk about this the other day. Well, I don't hear people talking about this like I used to. I really don't. I don't talk about it that often anymore. And I was like, I need to pull this out and wear it. It's good for summer. It's a good one, especially if you like those caught it. If you like the light blue, Dolce & Gabbana light blue line, this is like Dolce & Gabbana light blue with orange instead of lemon. And it's a nice perfume, but don't hear much love for it. But it is a good one for summer, and it is an affordable one for summer. Like Peppy G's and these two are on the affordable side, and they are really good for summer. Now this is one, I have 3 from this house, and I just chose these 3 because these are nice for summer, but I don't really hear as many people as a whole talking about this house anymore. And this is one, oh my goodness, I remember when I first started, people would come for me because everybody was like, it's Eli Saab, it's Ellie Saab. Well, let me tell y'all this. I looked it up, and what the pronunciation that I heard was Ellie Saab, and I think that sounds better. So that's what I use. So don't even come for me. Let's not go back in time with those comments about this name, because is it that serious? So, Ellie Saab Le Parfum, the Resort Collection. This is a sophisticated, upscale smelling fruity scent. I believe this has pomegranate in it. I would wear this when I would go to work in the summer, and I just felt like I smelled so bougie in a summery, still elegant way. And just in Ellie Saab in general, I don't hear many people talking about it anymore. So if you have this in your collection and you haven't thought about it either, I don't think I've worn this in about 2 years. I was like, girl, give this some love. It's really, really, really good. So Ellie Saab Le Parfum Resort Collection, so good. Another one, this was my first Ellie Saab fragrance. I found it at, I want to say TJ Maxx. This is when I was collecting fragrances, trying to build my channel. So this is about three years ago. And this is Girl of Now Forever. People would talk about this one all the time too. This is a different kind of fruity, almost kind of super sweet syrup, fruity type of perfume. And I just don't hear a lot of people talking about this anymore. This is one, I put a small dent in, but I need to give this some more love. It is a nice one for summer. If you have it, you can pull it out. It is one I wouldn't overspray, because this can be a bit much. That's what Ellie Saab perfumes, they are potent. And this is a potent, super sweet, even though I said syrupy, it can also have like a tart muskiness to it. It is different, it is unique, and I don't think to use it often anymore, but it's still really good. So if you have it, try it, girl. Girl of Now Forever. Okay, the last one from Ellie Saab we're going to talk about. This is the one that's gotten the most love for me wearing. This is one I still hear occasionally people talk about, but still not to the level it used to be. And I understand, you all. It's because it's so much new coming out all the doggone time. And if you're in, if you have a YouTube channel and you talk about fragrance, and you talk about, it's hard to keep mentioning what you've already talked about. But that's why I decided to do a video like this, because if you have forgotten about something that's really good in your collection because of all the new that's coming out, don't forget about the tried and true you loved before. That's what made me want to do this video. So Ellie Saab Girl of Now Shine. Y'all, this, like I said, this has gotten well loved from me. It's gonna get even more love. This is a sweet pineapple. And I used to say with this one, pineapple upside down cake. I don't feel like I get cake in here. It's just so sweet that's how I would use the description I would use for you to understand how sweet this is. This doesn't smell gourmand edible in a way, but it's sweet pineapple deliciousness. Again, good for summer. Spray lightly, because you don't want to be chased around by the bees and everything. But this smells really good Really, really, really good. And it's been on my mind to wear. And I know I'm going to, this is going to get some love this summer. So I wanted to mention it for you all, just in case if you have it or if you've been looking for a pineapple fragrance. This is a good one. Elie Saab, Girl of Now, Shine. Okay, so the next couple I'm going to talk about are from the same house. And Bright Crystal. We used to talk, you would hear about these all the time. And it would be the hot pink one more so than the original, because this packaging would get us all. Okay, that's the reason why I bought this perfume. It was for the packaging. And I really do enjoy this perfume, but it's not a love for me. And that is why, you know, I got whatever combination I was wearing. That's how I used half of this up one summer. And I can't remember what I was wearing it with, but that was a good combination. And this is one that is deep, it's a tangy, fruity, musky scent. That it does smell good. It does pop off of your skin in the heat. These ones you can find discounted all the time. So if you want like a pretty like hot pink bottle, you like a fruity musky scent, this is a good one for the summer too. Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. Okay, this next one is Versace Yellow Diamond. Now I used up like a bunch of, how did I use this? I used up a bunch of samples I had of this, and then I decided to get the full bottle and then forgot about it. It's an uplifting, happy, citrusy scent. It's one I really enjoy, but I don't reach for it. And that's because I have too many perfumes. I just do. That's why I went to going to purchase the travel size fragrances when I can of new fragrances to review for you all, because I just have too many. And I know people are like, well, you could sell them, you could declutter, but if I like it, why am I getting rid of it? It's just that I'm not reaching for it because I have too much. So this is one that is really good. I really still love it. And like I said, to me, I love this packaging. It's so pretty to me. So Versace Yellow Diamond is another one that's really good for summer in my opinion. This is one, people talked about it all the time. I talked about it all the time, and I still bring it up occasionally, but I don't hear about it as much as I used to, and this is still good. And this is Versace Eros Parfum, EDT. You see, this has gotten some love. I used up my Eau de Parfum version of this, the EDP, and then I got the EDT, and it's so good because everybody will always talk about this. It smells like the white gummy bear, That's all you would hear. And this is fruity, sweet, sexy candy. It smells really good, but you don't hear about it like you used to. And it's still superb in my book. I love it for summer, and I need to pull this out and get some good wear out of it, get some good use out of it, because it's still, like I said, good. Versace Eros Parfum EDT. Okay, this next fragrance I remember Demi Rawling hyped this up, and so everybody else was started talking about it and getting it because, she was talking about it. And that is CK Into You, Her by Calvin Klein. This I really don't hear about anymore because she was saying how it smells niche. I think it was a video about designer perfumes that smell niche or something like that. And this is, to me, smells like just a good citrus perfume. If you like citrus fragrances, this is a good one. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in love with it. Like, I bought it off of her recommendation because I think I got it on FragranceNet, and I know it was, really affordable because it's Calvin Klein. And I don't think of it because I don't just like usually straight citrus, but I am going to pull this out and give it more attention and more love this summer. That's my goal. That's what I plan to do. So if you bought this because of Demi Rawling and then everyone was talking about it and you've like put it in the back of your drawer, because that's where it was. And because people were asking me, well, Shaughnessy, how do you store your fragrances? I've told you all, I don't have an elaborate setup. I have an entertainment system in my bedroom that's full of fragrances. They're just drawers filled with fragrances. That's what it is. So that's why I haven't like gone and shown you all this. I hope when I move I can make a better I don't know. I just hope I can display them more so, because they're not on display. They're just in drawers. So this was at the back of the drawer. And I said, I need to pull this out and give it some love. I spent my money based off of her review and based off of people saying, oh, yeah, it's really good. Blah, blah, blah. So if you have this, you purchased it because of that, then pull it out, try it, and see if you like it for the summer. Because when is the best time to wear a citrus perfume? Summertime. So Calvin Klein, CK Into You, Her. Okay, one that I would hear about all the time, and that I really enjoy myself, and then I just stopped wearing it. And that is Givenchy Ange Eau Diamant Le Secret. Hate the name of this perfume, but love the scent. You don't smell fragrances like this. This smells, I remember, I think one of my descriptions was, this smells like a field of cranberries, and you smell like you're drinking tea in the cranberry field, because it does. It smells just fruity. It's a fruity tea. It's a cranberry citrus tea type of scent. It smells so good in the heat. So good in the heat. I remember when I was on Instagram trying to be consistent. I remember I have a picture of me, scenting the day and holding this by a tree. And I love this. I love this scent, but it's one you would hear a lot of people talk about, and now you don't hear anybody talking about it anymore, and it's still really, really, really good. It is a good one. Unique to what's on the market today. If you want to smell unique, this is a good one too. I really do love this, and I'm going to wear it more. I'm going to wear it more this summer. And that is, again, Givenchy Ange Diamant Le Secret. So good. Okay, another one that you would hear a lot of people talk about. I talked about it a lot. And it's always been one that I just don't reach for, even though I smell it. I love it. I don't know what my problem is. And that is, oh, y'all, I mixed it up. This is supposed to be with Versace. Oh, well. This is Versace Dylan Blue. I remember this was one I found at a discounted store. This is when I was first building up my fragrance collection to give me more of a variety, because I already had a substantial fragrance collection, but this one I was always looking to get the ones people were talking about so I could talk about it and compare, all that. And I've always said this smells like the high-end hair products. Like salon quality hair products all mixed together. You get out of the shower and this is how you smell. It smells really good. I don't know. I have 4 Versace perfumes in here. I don't know what my problem is. These are so good. But yeah, Dylan Blue is still good. And this is one I do plan to really focus on, because I got this in a gift set, and I have the lotion and the shower gel. And before they turn bad, I want to go ahead and use them. So this is good, y'all. If you have Dylan Blue, again, this time of the year, you don't even have to think about it. You just smell clean, like I said, like high-end salon quality hair products. That's what I've always gotten from this, and I love it, and I don't reach for it. Another one, to me, you used to hear about this whole line more than you do now, and that is Olympia, or Olympia, however you want to pronounce it. This is one... It's a salty vanilla scent. And I used to go, oh, you can't wear this in the summer. Yes, you can. I have noticed that stronger fragrances, some work really well in the heat, and this is one of them. And it's good. This is a compliment getter. It's a little sexy. It's just good. And I don't think to reach for it ever. I don't think to. And it's so good, you all. So I was like, let me pull Olympia out, so I can remind y'all, if you've forgotten about how good this is, like I have, so you can wear her, because she is good, y'all. Really good. Paco Rabanne's Olympia. Okay, this last fragrance is one that, oh my goodness, every time I mention this perfume, I think about how I dragged this perfume, because everybody and their mama was talking about this perfume, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't get this hype. And now you don't really hear much anyone talking about it. And remember, I don't have TikTok. I'm not on Instagram. I tend to stick to one thing, and that's YouTube. I'm about to try to figure out how to change that up some, because I don't be getting on Instagram. I don't get on TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. So if they're talking about it over there, I don't know about it. But I'm just talking about the videos I watch on YouTube. These are the ones I don't hear much about that I used to hear about all the time. And that is Dolce & Gabbana Garden. I got sick of hearing about this fragrance, because that's all you heard about so much at one point. This is a tropical coconut, heavy on the tropical, lush, like garden. That's right. It smells like a garden, in a tropical garden with coconut in there. It's one, sometimes I smell it and I really enjoy it. And then sometimes I smell it and I go back to my original thoughts of, I don't get it, y'all. I don't get why everybody's talking about this perfume. And this bow gets on my nerves, because I can't get it on there right sometimes. And every time you take the top off, you gotta put the bow back on there. And I like my bow, so I know some people take it off. But this is a good one for summer. This is one you spray lightly for summer, because one time I sprayed so much of this and I thought I was about to just pass out. So you don't have to use a lot of this. You just use just enough, and it does really perform well in the heat. So if you have Dolce & Gabbana Garden, because 3 years ago, that's all you heard about. And if you bought it and you've like set it down and haven't pulled it out, this is a reminder. Pull her out for the summer, because she is good. Dolce & Gabbana Garden. Okay, y'all. So this is a whole category by itself. These are Victoria's Secret perfumes. If y'all are like me and you purchase Victoria's Secret perfumes during semi-annual sale, well, when semi-annual sale was better, where you could get them for great deals, you may have a collection of Victoria's Secret perfumes. And I don't hardly ever think to reach for my Victoria's Secret perfumes. And it's some I absolutely love. And so I chose five that I think are really good for this time of year. I give you a variety. And I don't reach for them, y'all. I don't think to reach for Vicky's perfumes. And they're good. They're good. And I was like, girl, you need to do better. You need to pull out some of these Victoria's Secret perfumes. So and these ones are some that are discontinued, but there are some you can still find online for semi-annual sale. And if you have an outlet near you, these are the fragrances you can find at outlets sometimes. So this is one that is discontinued, but if you have it in your collection like me and you don't think about it, she's really good. This is First Love from Victoria's Secret. Oh my goodness. This is just a clean, beautiful floral. It's so pretty. It's so classy. It's a green fragrance that I love, and I don't think to reach for it. Check your Victoria's Secret fragrances, y'all. And if you have this one, this is beautiful for now. Beautiful. It smells so good, so feminine, soft, pretty, floral, clean, so pretty. Another one that's discontinued. Now, this is one the majority of, I believe, of people who watch me probably have. This is Victoria's Secret Tea's Sugar Fleur. This is your pink, sweet, cotton candy floral scent. Just the way this packaging looks is the way it smells. I didn't get the huge bottle of this. I got a scratch on this. How? But anyway. So this is one I'm like, oh, I don't think they're ever going to bring this back. But I didn't want to get the huge bottle because I do tend to forget about my Victoria's Secret fragrances. But then this is the catch-22 I put myself in. I don't want to use this up. Because I think I had a travel spray and something else. I used those up, and that's okay. I'm going to put this back, and I haven't touched it. But it's so good. It is so good, y'all. So if you have that one in your collection and you've forgotten about her, pull her out because it's good for summertime. This is one, Victoria's Secret Bombshell Isle. This is from last summer semi-annual sale. Clean, aquatic, wonderful. Don't ever think to reach for it because I'm too busy trying to use up other fragrances because I have so many. But Vicky says she needs love too. So if you have some of these fragrances in your collection, pull them out and use them, y'all, because they are really good. This is one you can get during semi-annual sale right now. This is Victoria's Secret Tease Dreamer. This is your easy reach coconut beachy type of scent. Just easy reach, spray yourself down, can't spray too much, and you'll smell good for the summertime. But have I reached for her? No. Tease Dreamer. Okay, the last fragrance I'm going to talk about for this video and from Victoria's Secret is Tease Rebel. I love this. Every time I smell this, this is a clean, powdery, sweet, kind of musky fragrance. I love it, but I don't reach for it. And I need to stop that. I need to reach for my Victoria's Secret fragrances. So if you have this for this time of year also, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to try to do better, you all. I'm going to try to do better with using my Victoria's Secret perfumes. Because at this rate, I don't need to buy any more. What's that one I like? Bare Magnolia? I don't need to buy Bare Magnolia. I need to use up some of these. Quit buying Victoria's Secret fragrances if you're not going to wear them. I'm talking about me. Like, that's what I was telling myself. Quit buying them if you're not going to wear them. But these are so good. So, y'all, those are the fragrances. Ooh, no, I forgot Roberto Cavalli. Y'all remember Roberto Cavalli? The Paradiso, Azzurro, whatever they were. Y'all know. Because I just did a layering video featuring 2 of them. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it above. Check it out. And I'm just not going to go get them right now because the one that was super hyped up was the green one. I can't remember the name of it because it wasn't my favorite. But it was the one that was hyped up. And that is discontinued. And that is very hard to find. But I mentioned the Roberto Cavalli, that line of fragrances. If you have them, pull them out, girl. And use them because this is the season. And they're really good. And no one talks about them anymore. Now, I can get that because those are discontinued, hard to find. You know, you have to really search for those. But if you have them, pull them out and enjoy them because that's what I plan to do. So if you all enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what perfume in your collection do you forget about? That you just forget about the most. I'm very curious to know. Because I would say in general, it would just be Victoria's Secret perfumes in general for me. So I would love to know, y'all. Please leave that down below and let's talk about it, okay? Please share this video with everyone, you all, because we're still trying to keep it growing in 2024. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.